Okay, folks, today we are going to talk about the Battle for Hougoumont. Now, this is a game we designed for those who are interested in learning the gameplay of Marshals Unleashed, and it's also a perfect training ground to learn how to use the units. Yeah? I've put on purpose the map of Hougoumont on the map of Waterloo, so you can see the size of it. It's 50 centimeters deep, 70 centimeters wide, and as you also can see, the squares are a lot smaller, 5 centimeters instead of the regular 10 centimeters. But we are going to get back to this a little bit later. Now, we are presenting as well, this is the perfect opportunity to show you the deployment wall. As you can see, this is the deployment wall. You can buy this as an accessory for customizing your game, and it allows you to deploy your armies in secret so the other side doesn't see exactly how you deploy your units. It's not necessary, but for those who want to play the game in a different way and deploy your armies in secret, it's a perfect item to buy. You only have to buy it once because you can use it for the smaller battle maps, and if you print 2 of them you can use it on the bigger battle maps. So let's talk about the Battle for Hougoumont. We're going to remove the deployment wall, and as you can see, this is the battle map. It's focused on Hougoumont. Now, why did we choose to prepare a training map for Hougoumont? Because Hougoumont has basically all the ingredients you need to learn the game. Yeah, it has buildings, it has woods, it has roads, and it has all the units you need to play our regular battles. Now, Hougoumont is a lot smaller than the Battle of Waterloo, obviously, and it's focused on taking the chateau or the farm of Hougoumont. Now, in this battle you will be using light infantry, line infantry, some elite infantry, artillery and cavalry. So this is the French side, this is the Allied side. The design of the map is exactly the same like the map of Waterloo. We have the header title, yeah, with the commanders. In this case we have Jérôme Bonaparte, Napoleon's brother, against the Duke of Wellington on the Allied side. We have the chart with all the information of the units when you need to consult information if you have forgotten. So you can consult this chart here. We have the lucky cards if you want to use them. We have the timeline. The timeline is different than the regular battles. It only has 21 turns and no events and historical or alternative timeline. So it's just a timeline. You play your turns till 21, and if you want to continue, you continue. Yeah. So I printed the map on a regular poster. Yeah, but I recommend, if you want to have good quality depending on your budget, print it on foam boards or the better quality stuff so it lasts much longer. But most of you will use poster paper anyway, so I have printed on a poster. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit more about the squares. Now, as you know, you are able to use micromanagement within those squares. Now, the normal squares are 10 by 10 centimeters wide and deep, so it allows you to apply micromanagement a lot easier. Yeah. Now, in this case, it has smaller squares, but it's still possible to use micromanagement. So, for example, if I want to bring my artillery forward, you can still place your artillery in front in micromanagement concept. Yeah, it only has a smaller scale. Now, we have on the French side, we have 28 units, and then we have the Allied side with 22 troops in total, and only 2 cavalry, while the French have 4 light cavalry. Yeah, they have both 2 artillery units, and the French has a little bit more infantry units. Now, Hougoumont was defended by really tough units, like for example the foot guards, the light infantry and line infantry. There were elite troops stationed there by Wellington to defend this farm on his right side. Yeah, so the overall quality of the Allied troops is on average higher than the French troops, but the French has a numerical superiority upon the Allies. Yeah, so basically it's learning how to use the units. Now you can deploy your army as the Allies by using as well the farm of Hougoumont and deploy units in there. Yeah, 1 or 2 or 4 in total. Yeah, and obviously it's important that you defend Hougoumont by using its woods. So the French start a battle, they're going to do their first move, they're probably going to occupy the woods. So make sure you have your best units like the foot guards here ready to move them in group formation here to Hougoumont. So you can already occupy the castle, the chateau, with your best units and use your light infantry already to counter the advance of the French. Yeah, but that's up to you. Yeah, you are the commander. The purpose of this game is you learn the units and their abilities. You learn to work with the artillery, you learn to work with the light infantry, yeah, use the range of the light infantry, and eventually storm, charge the building to get the units out, use the artillery with howitzer that you can target units within inside the building, use your cavalry to flank or threaten the flanks of the Allies, and vice versa. So the game itself has a lot of challenges, and it allows you to use the units where they are intended to do for. So you will do charges, you will do volleys, you will do cavalry charges, you will do bombardment, long distance, and with howitzer targeting units and buildings. So it has it all. So this game is the perfect first step to learn about our engine, about our Napoleonic Marshal Unleashed way of gaming. Yeah, on a low cost level, it's not expensive. This you can print really easy at any local print store. Yeah, the units you can print them yourself. You have the sheets that comes with the units. You have the damage icons. Yeah. You have the sticker icons for the dices, so it has it all. So it's a really good first step to introduce yourself to Marshals Unleashed and the way of fighting. And if you feel good enough, if you are ready, if you have played both sides and win it a couple of times, then we can say you are ready to play the big battles. Obviously, some of you guys, it's not necessary, they understand how it works, they like to play on big games, but for the starters among you, we really recommend to start with this game. It's low budget and it allows you to learn a little bit more about our games and how it feels, and if you like it, if you want more, then I say, bam, go for the big one, go for the Battle of Waterloo.